Hey, awesome people. How's it going today? I'm so excited to talk to you about this topic that relates to Age of Aquarius, your astrology chart, and human design. And this is all going to focus in on how you are here to follow your soul mission, do your work in the world, follow a passion, and ensure that you are creating it in the best way for you, for your energy, and how you're energetically designed. So this is a really important topic, and it will make a huge difference in how you approach your career, your profession, your business. Now, I'm going to speak about this in terms of those of you who are entrepreneurs or solopreneurs, meaning you're doing something on your own terms. You're building it up, you're developing it, you're figuring it out as you go. It's a lot, it can be overwhelming. Yes, all of that and more. But what I really want to focus on is the most important thing that I've found and I've experienced that I hope benefits you. And that is your energy is your business model. And I'm going to show you how to find those answers. So the Age of Aquarius is about how we are differentiating ourselves as individuals, how we're tapping into our own unique gifts, what we're here to do that's unique in terms of our own style, approach, talents, gifts, where you're feeling satisfaction in what you do in the world, how you make money, how you share your skill set and your passion. The way that the Age of Aquarius supports us is that we are being guided to decondition and deprogram from what we were told or taught we had to do in order to be successful. Where there have been, for many, many, many decades, ways that we've been told and taught this is how to achieve something in your life. This is how to be successful. This is how to get to the top of the ladder or to get that corner suite or to reach a certain title in your career. But in these energies that we're in, what we're looking at is how we can decondition and unwind from those messages. And instead, you start with your own energy. So for example, how many business books are there in the world? How many books are there on sales and marketing and customer service and all the ways we can approach these things? Millions, right? Millions of books. Each of those books has value, right? Or demonstrates something. But it doesn't mean it's correct for you. Doesn't mean it fits for you. Doesn't mean that's what you should be doing. The Age of Aquarius is about discovering your unique energy, how you're energetically designed to be successful based on who you are. And this is where both your astrology chart and your human design chart can give you this information, can give you this clear understanding of what that means, of what that looks like for you. Now, your astrology chart shows you your natural talents, where you're here to shine, what you need, how you communicate, how you feel good about yourself, how you assert yourself. Human design will show you more of the mechanics and the particulars of how your energy is being expressed correctly and in alignment with who you are. So they're different, but they work the same. There's value in knowing both. Definitely value in knowing both. So obviously I talk a lot about astrology, and perhaps you're already connected with your own human design and your own energies. If not, it's a worthwhile thing to look into and discover, and it can really help you get on the correct path for you. So when you are building up your business, developing it, prioritizing things, so many questions come up. So many questions. And they can be things that we've never really challenged before or even asked, is this correct for me? Is this the right use of my energy? Is this how I'm energetically designed? For example, if you do client work, are you energetically designed to work with groups, large groups, small groups? Are you designed to work better one-on-one? Are you designed to work only by yourself? There is ways that our energy naturally expresses, naturally connects. It just naturally is you. But we don't always think about that. Instead, we look at who's doing what and how they're successful. Or, for example, if someone is doing really well with a Facebook group or with in-person events, or they're doing something on a big stage, you could think, oh, that's how I should also operate my business. But it could be really wrong for you because that's not how you're energetically designed. And you can spend a lot of time, you can make a lot of mistakes, you can learn a lot, absolutely, you can learn a lot, and you can collect more understandings about your energy. But what you want to do is hone in on these answers right away. Because when you have an understanding of how you're energetically designed to be successful and to use your energy in the world, you will eliminate so many things. You'll be like, yes, that is working really well for a good friend of mine, but it's not how I'm energetically designed. So you could say, wow, they're doing wonderful with their group. They're having all this success, all these clients. But if you aren't designed to do group work, you won't be able to duplicate or experience that same level of contentment, satisfaction, or success because your energy isn't designed to operate in that way. These are the questions that matter right now. How are you designed to interact with people? How are you designed to share your energy? Should you be doing Facebook ads? Should you be doing cold calls? Like, should you be reaching out to strangers? Or are you energetically designed to only really connect with people who already know you, who already have a network, who are already familiar with you? Now, in the olden days of sales, we would call these cold calls, which are the people you don't know. It's a cold lead. There could be a warm lead, which is someone that you know is interested and you follow up with them. Or there could be a hot lead, which is someone who's ready to buy now. So we would have different types of leads that would tell us and gauge someone's interest. But again, that's based on their energy. This is about understanding your energy, how you're designed to share, connect, and be successful. And not only does your astrology chart show you how you're here to shine, especially by your sun, the placement of the sun by astrological sign and house, the understanding of your midheaven, the planets, if there are any in the 10th house, the ways that you're here to really go forward in your career. All these things can be shown in your astrology chart. But I also think it's very important to know your human design, because your human design is going to show you how your energy is really able to operate in the world. It's more of the mechanics. Human design is very specific. So you can have understandings about how to work with clients if you're designed to be one-on-one or in group work. You could even realize, okay, 70% of my work is great with groups, and then some of it I like doing one-on-one. I mean, these are the things you want to know because it's going to help you get clear on your energy, on where to prioritize things. You're also going to want to know how you're designed to get out into the world. Again, I talked about, cold calling. You can be doing a lot of ads. You could be doing various things that introduce you to strangers or new people if that's how you're energetically designed. Back in 2014, I had my first human design reading. and she told me that I should not be doing any marketing. And I was just stunned. She's like, you shouldn't be marketing. Because marketing is how you let people know you exist, right? You're like, this is what I do. This is who I am. These are my services. I mean, marketing is essential these days. So for her to say, I'm not designed to do marketing, really stunned me. I was resistant. And I thought, how would you survive if you don't do marketing? I might as well just roll over into my grave if I'm not going to do marketing. It took me 4 years to trust that advice. It took me 4 years. I was scared. I was scared to stop marketing. I didn't know what would happen. And going deeper, I was almost afraid of trusting my own energy. And that's what we're doing more in the age of Aquarius. You're trusting how you're designed, but you're figuring it out, right? You're like, oh, I don't even know. I've never even thought about this. So I stopped marketing in 2018. That was 4 years. 4 years later, I stopped marketing. Everything took off. Everything took off. So it is counterintuitive at first. It might not make sense. You might have a sense of, how is this possible? Because all the marketing books say, all the leaders, the thought leaders, the business leaders, they all say this, this, and this. I mean, how many workshops are there on marketing? So to not do marketing and to understand that that was part of my energy I had to trust, scary, foreign, no way, sounds absurd, absolutely worked. So that's why I want to ensure that as you're moving through your own business, your own career, your own entrepreneurship, whatever it is for you, you know your own answers. So I don't do any Facebook ads. There's things I just stop doing. I'm like, oh, well, I don't have to spend money on that if I'm not energetically designed. And then it helped me gain clarity on what I did need to focus on instead. So when you have this understanding of who you are, you step into that. That's the age of Aquarius. That's the understanding of how you are an individual energy field, what your strengths are, and how you are here to operate in your own energy and to trust yourself. Now, it's very easy to trust the big thought leaders. They're on stage, they're dynamic, they're exciting, they're glamorous, they're all the things, and they seem to have all the answers. They have answers for themselves. You have answers for yourself. We learn from each other. We understand what works, what doesn't work from each other. But part of this is putting your energy first, saying, I have to know myself, and then build from there. Start with me, understand my strengths and what I'm here to do, and go from there. So what we're doing is we're turning things over. We're turning them on their head. This is the deconditioning and the deprogramming. This is where you start asking questions that you never thought of asking before. And you assumed, right? How many times do we assume, well, if so-and-so does this, then that's what I should do too. Even if you're in the same business, right? Even if you're both a same type of healer, or you work together, you could think that we should do the same things. No. The most important investment you can make is in knowing yourself. It's knowing, again, how you're here to connect with people, how you're here to market yourself, how you're here to get your, maybe it's word of mouth going. Maybe you're designed to work with strangers. Maybe you should be running all kinds of Facebook ads. But know that first before you spend the money, right? Know that first. Invest in knowing this for yourself. Because what it also does, it eliminates the overwhelm. There's things you don't have to worry about anymore. There's things you don't need to focus on as much. If you're designed to work one-on-one with clients, then maybe that's where you spend the bulk of your time, right? 80% of your energy, you're doing one-on-one client work. Well, that's going to be very different than the person who's really great at working with groups, or very different from someone who's designed to work by themselves. So you want to have this knowledge about yourself first, and it will open new doors. It will probably sound challenging at first because you'll be like, I didn't know that. How am I supposed to do that? And you're being asked to trust yourself, to trust that you're energetically designed to be successful in your own way. And it's good to know that sooner rather than later. So I'm going to put below this video some people I recommend reaching out to. Of course, you might have your own people that you know who can help you with these understandings of yourself. And I am speaking mostly around human design, but there are other modalities out there, obviously astrology, numerology, maybe there's other things that you use. But what I'm referring to is specifically more human design related. And it also is going to help connect you with basically where to invest in yourself, because it's who you are. And so again, this will eliminate a lot of things. This will move some things further down on the to-do list or on the priorities, and it's going to give you clarity. The other thing that can really help, that really helps, is that you don't go into comparison, where you're no longer like, oh, so-and-so's doing this and they're really successful. Why isn't that working for me? Why can't I do that? You're not designed the same way. And your answers are different, and your path is different. Your success is going to look different. And the truth is, success looks different as you go along. What you consider success as you're starting out is one tier, one level. I mean, it's exciting to get 1,000 YouTube subscribers. That's success right there. And then as it grows or increases, that changes, right? There's new ways that we experience success. So this also takes you out of comparison, because you're looking at the fact that this is how my energy operates. It's different than theirs. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. And then you're also gaining clarity on what is essential for you, what is a priority for you, and that your success is going to look different than somebody else's. And that's pretty awesome too. So this can also be beneficial if you're in a workplace and you're not satisfied. If you're considering changing jobs, changing careers, changing companies, looking for something that's a better fit, I really believe human design helps. And so again, 2014 is when I had my first session. It takes time to decondition. It takes time to step away from what you thought or what you assumed or what you were counting on. It takes time to move through these stages. And there's things that come up along the way, but I feel like it's been one of the best tools for me to focus on what does work for me, not worry about what doesn't. Don't compare to what others are doing. Even we know that, but we still go there, right? We can still go there, especially in this world of the internet, when you can see everything. You have access to more people than ever before. But this is about really developing that security and confidence in yourself that no one else can give you. You develop that on your own. You build that on your own. And that's what makes it so awesome and so worthwhile. So check out below some of the people who can help you with these questions, who can help you understand how you're designed. Again, you might have resistance. You might be like, no way, that doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. You'll go through your own journey with it, but I hope ultimately it leads you to more understanding of who you are and how you are energetically designed to be successful on your own terms. And that's a pretty cool thing right now. And that is definitely about these Age of Aquarius themes and how we're designed to differentiate ourselves. Differentiate yourselves, meaning, even 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you might think of someone successful because they're on a stage and they're selling out stadiums with their inspiring talks and their knowledge base and everything that they've done. And that's awesome. That's awesome for them. But that's just one version of success. And there's so many more ways that you can understand what success is and what it will look like for you that feels very natural. Very natural. And that's the other thing. In fact, that'll be my final point here, is that as I've practiced this and I put it into daily use, it just makes everything easier. Like, my business feels almost effortless because it's in alignment with who I am. I am the energetic foundation for my business. You are the energetic foundation for your business. Know what that is, get clarity on that, trust it, trust yourself, trust how you're designed, and it's like amazing things open up. They start to flow. There's effortlessness, and you could really feel like you finally hit your groove. So I hope this has given you some good things to be aware of, to think about, and to consider. And again, there's information below the video if you want to contact some of these people for a personal session. And most importantly, I'm excited to hear, what you've learned about yourself through human design and astrology. So be sure and share that in the comments below, because it can help other people connect the dots for themselves too. Thank you so much. I'll see you back here really soon.